Can't help myself. Always fish in this place. Yep, I got him. Hey legends, welcome back to BushFish'n'Cook. Oh, I always enjoy working down the city, especially if I get to work near here. There's an awesome little pond. It looks like a freshwater lake, but it's definitely not a freshwater lake. It's full of bream, and these bream are some of the nicest looking bream. They're great just to get some flicks of, and that's what I was hoping to do. Catch some nice ones, get a few flicks up, and get them onto fish brain. But yeah, I want to do a quick chat about what we're using. Got these little atomic plastics from Bass Angler. So they're $16 for 3, but they do come pre-rigged and they look legit. They look like a real little bait fish. I was actually looking in the water before I started filming, and there's the exact same profile there, just flickering sideways. So I reckon we should get a few on this. We're running 5.5 pound Varivas leader, 2 pound Suffix braid on the little Shimano Vanford 500 with my Shimano X Pride rod. So a bit of new gear. Haven't really used much. This is the second time taking it out. Hopefully we can get some nice fish on it today. Anyway, let's jump into it now, legends. If I was a betting man, I'd say the other side's where the big fish will be hiding. Simply for the fact that all the shade's over there. Let's check this drag set lock, that should be fine. Oh, this is perfect, seriously, in the water. Like I already just had a little bream follow, and we're not even on the good side yet, I don't reckon. I reckon I just got a peck, eh? I don't think that was it hitting the bottom. I see what looks like bream moving just off that silt line. Hopefully so. Yeah, I reckon majority of the fish be over on that other bank. Don't get me wrong, I can see plenty of fish here. And there's bream having a go. They're just real small ones. Let's go down into the shadows. So these little sneaky spots you need to sneak into, I reckon. No, somewhat there was any there. I can see a couple in the next pocket. I'm going to get one here. He sort of ran away. Yeah. Not a big fish by any means, but it's a start. It's a chunky little fella. Absolutely smashed that little atomic. Perfect hook up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not a perfect release, but he's back. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. He's gonna... You watch, by the time I go to save him, he'll already be back. Come on, bud. There he goes. Whew. All right, we're on the board at least. We're on the board. Sometimes it's just nice to be on the board. Sometimes it's not nice to walk straight into a spider web. Most of the time. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I don't want too big of a fish. It's such nice fish here. Like that's the reason I've come for these beautiful, dirty, dark brown yellowfin bream. Look at it. Look at the colour on it. Everyone used to say, oh, they're black bream. I'm like, they're not black bream. There is a difference apart from the coloration of the fish. Yeah, look at the colours on it. It's just such a dark, beautiful fish. Really nice, real bronzy. Alright, we'll send him back. See you, mate. Thanks for coming. Maybe they're starting to switch on. Let's hope so. He hit with serious intent. Really hoping this is the start of many more bites. Been quite a slow start along the other side there. So hopefully this side is going to fish a little better for us. Just sort of swapping back and forward between the guppy grubs and the little atomic minnow things, white baits. Very stupid with this fishing rod. Probably shouldn't, but like I just said, can't help myself. Always fish in this place. Yep, I got him. Yes. Stay on, buddy. You're out of jail, son. You're out of jail. Oh, how cool. How cool was that? Told you there was always fish in that. No giant or anything, but man, it's just a good bit of fun. See you, mate. I love catching fish in silly places. Oh, it's been a bit of a tough old day. Swapped over to a Daiwa prawn now. All day long the fish I was after, and the camera's off, of course. How good. Ah, these things happen. Oh. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not a giant, but he's just a stud of a fish. He's so thick. I'll show you. Hey, hey. Careful, bud. He's still a nice fish though, like 35. Still a chunky bream. Just look at the shoulders on this guy, would you? How thick he is through the bottom there. Look at that. What a fish. Wait. I want to put you back. Alright, give me a second, I'll get him back. So that bream, a nice release, eh? Such a nice colour on these. Dark tannin stained yellowfin. Second he'll take off. Here we go. No way. See you, mate. He's off now. I was like, yeah, what are the chances? As soon as the camera's off, thought it was on. Still there talking to myself, all excited. I think I'll just risk a stupid cast in here. Oh, maybe not with that wind. Oh, there was a freaking giant there. Just seen him at the last second. Look at that wind off. Yeah. Guys, that's a serious fish, eh? I don't know how I'm ever going to get him up, but... Oh, what? You're kidding. He's a donkey too. On 5.5 pound litre, no. I don't think there's much way of landing this guy. Look at the size of him. You see him? He's huge. I reckon we're just going to have to risk it, like Give me 1 second, guys, so I can put my rod down carefully. And let's hope for the best. Come on, bro, don't snap the line. Yes. There he is. What a fish. Whew, what a run. You can definitely finish the day off, mate. Look at that. Here it is. In his mouth. Daiwa prawn. Glad I swapped over to those. Get a quick measurement. He's not as big as I first thought he was, but yeah, we'll get a quick measurement and we'll get him back. I was actually more worried about the leader being damaged than anything, for the simple fact that he ran under the weed barrier thing and I could feel it like rubbing. Ah, there you go, 35.
Still, not a bad bream. Look at the colour on him. What a beautiful looking fish. Get a couple of flicks and then I'll chuck him back. Losing like everything. I'm trying to get this fish back ASAP. Alright, bud, come on. Oh, he took straight off. Perfect. Oh, how good. Oh. Right. Who's heard the saying, it ain't weak to speak? Well, it's definitely not. And you know, most people probably look at me like I'm a very happy guy, always smiling and this and that. Just because someone's smiling doesn't always mean that they're happy. Just wanted to speak a bit about, you know, it ain't weak to speak, a bit about mental health, etc. And it is something that I actually deal with. And I hadn't even realised that lately, the last couple of days, since last week, that it's sort of really been hitting me. And it wasn't until a comment was sort of made, and I honestly felt a bit annoyed about it, a bit upset about it even. And I couldn't work out why, sort of thing. I thought I was just generally annoyed by the comment, but generally I get over comments pretty easily, and you know, I'm like, oh, whatever. And it wasn't something one of you have said to me or anything like that. It wasn't even in my comment section, so don't stress about that. But and you know, no one meant anything by it. I completely understand that. It's just, like I said, mental health is a real thing, and I've actually suffered with it for a long time, since I was young. And back, I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, back when I finished high school, sort of thing, I had a real bad time. And yeah, I'm just glad that I did speak to someone, sort of thing, because having that it isn't weak to speak is such a great saying. And it's so good that these days so many people can feel comfortable to chat to other people and chat to their mates about things going wrong in life, etc. Because, you know, I was at a point where I was super down after high school, just had some dramas, and it really got me. And I was just glad I had people to talk to. It sort of really put things in perspective, and just let me know that there was people there to help you if you need help. Or there's always people to talk to. Like, even if you feel like you don't want to talk to someone that you don't know, like, oh, I'd be happy you leave a comment saying, oh, I'm not doing the best, I'd just like a chat. Like, I'll happily have a chat with anyone. I comment back to people that you know, are against my views, etc. Someone said it recently, oh, it's so good that you just comment back to everyone. I'm like, yeah, because I see it on YouTube and there's people asking questions, and there's generally just other YouTubers that are like, oh, I can't bother to answer that question or whatever. And it's like, that's not very fair. These people are reaching out to you. You're here to teach people. If they ask you a question, it's common courtesy just to answer them. Like, I'm not having to go at anyone in particular. There's plenty of channels that don't answer people, etc. But the main reason that I speak about this is because, like I said, I didn't quite understand what had set me off this week. And on Friday last week, one of my pets passed away. Her name was Molly. She was a cat. It was mine and my sister's cat. It was sort of a family animal. And yeah, basically it was such a strange afternoon. She was very old, like she was 17 years old. She'd had a rough life already, so I don't think anything caused her demise more so than old age. It was just such a strange afternoon. I got home from work. I'd been home for about 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And I gave the cat a bit of a pat, and then I sort of started spooling up one of my rods, and she sort of jumped up and just started like running around. I'm like, for a 17-year-old cat, geez, sometimes she's energetic, I was thinking. And she's like running around, whacking things, and, you know, trying to play with anything in sight. And it was just so strange. And I thought, what are you doing? And then I realised she's not using her back legs properly. That's not good. And I started getting quite worried, and I thought, oh, I better call my sister and ask, you know, what she thinks we should do, because it's both of our pet, more or less, just lived at my house. And by the time I called her, I sort of had to say, oh, honestly, there's probably not much we can do. And she'd run into the bathroom, and she was just wheezing and coughing, and I was literally like, I'm gonna get off the phone in a second, like I'm just gonna race her to the vet. And before I could even get off the phone, she just sort of done one last little breath. And on the night, I didn't think much about it. Like, I'm not one to get super upset about things usually. Like, people were like, are you all good? Like my sister, my partner, my mum, my nan. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, like didn't even shed a tear at the time. Felt a little sad, but was like, it's all good. And then over the last couple of days, it's been real hard to get up in the mornings, and it gets like that sometimes when you do have mental health issues going on. And sometimes you can look at someone and think, oh, they're fine, you know, and you don't realize. But sometimes you need to realize that deep down, sometimes people aren't doing the best. And yeah, literally just like a little comment triggered me a bit, and I got a bit upset about it, to be honest. And nothing was meant by it, of course. It's just sometimes you read things, and I think that's why I use emojis a lot when I write text, etc., because it helps kind of understand, oh, he's in a happy mood, or he's having a joke, or, you know, like by putting a laughing face or a smiling face. Whereas when you read text, you can really read it wrong sometimes, and you just think, is this guy having a go at me, or is this lady like going off at me? And that sort of stuff can be hard to process sometimes, and it's better sometimes just to have someone to talk to. I have a few people that I sort of call up, like mates and stuff, when I'm not feeling the best or whatever, and just have a chat. And I think they seem to understand, because they always seem to be there for me, and I really appreciate you few mates that are especially there for me when I need someone. Yeah, just mental health always been a part of my life, and I know it is a part of a lot of people's lives. So if you want to speak to anyone, or, you know, if you just want to remain anonymous, start another YouTube name or something and come into the comment section, or yeah, just want you to know that there's always someone to talk to, whether it's me or you just chat to your family or a friend that you already have. But don't ever feel like it is weak to speak, because it's definitely not. It's really worth being able to talk to someone when you're in a down mood, because it can change the whole outlook of the day. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I'm just going to finish it there, and that'll be the end of the video as well, guys. We've got a couple of bream. I've spent most of the day here. Like, I had one early quick job, and that was it. Spent most of the day to get these fish, so it can be quite tough here. And I reckon I should have just pulled out the gulp, Aaron. Cheers, legends. Catch you all next time.